to Skylar Cole for that stirring rendition of our national anthem. And we'll be right back.
It's kinda easy. Listen to the G up sound. Right in speakers bumping as I got the sound for you.
Welcome, maybe the best day of the NBA, Thursday night, and we're happy you could be here with us. Kevin Harlan here, and I'm joined by Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sidelines. So let's take a look at the Boston Celtics starting lineup. The wing pairing, it's White and Brown. Tatum out there with MP, and it's Holiday in at the point. And for Denver, underneath in the post, it's Gordon and Jokic. Murray out there with Reggie. Jackson, and it's John Shar in at the three. And you know, Clark, you look at these teams, the depth of their bench is a big part of what they do.
Kevin, you know, it's so important to have that kind of depth. I mean, it helps you through the length of that 82-game grind of a season. Successful teams, in my opinion, always have weapons coming off the bench.
Tip-off goes to Denver. All eyes tonight will be on the matchup between Nikola Jokic and MP. Now the first game going against them. MP's team losing.
We have never seen somebody like Nikola Jokic. I mean, he basically created the point center position with a unique canvas. He's basically a 7-foot triple-double machine. Jokic has total control over the offense. He's a brilliant, brilliant passer. The game plan for him, let me think. I don't know if there is one.
And I know MP wants to win this one. Lost last time out against this team. Individual performances don't really matter. It's always about getting the win.
Here's Murray following the basket by Jaylen Brown. And then Gordon with the dunk.
So good to see Murray, not just as a scorer, but driving as a passer, too.
Here are the Celtics with the ball. Their last encounter was in Boston.
Well, I felt like they were never on the same page defensively in that one. Gave up way too many easy shots.
And, you know, that's all about effort, and I'm sure their coach let them have it for the lack thereof.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
And what a player Nikola Jokic has become. Clark, a monster at that center position.
Greg, he's one of the players I enjoy watching the most. I mean, he is so good as a center. The scoring, the passing, the rebounding, all of it's there for Jokic. And he makes it look easy the way he handles himself. Beautiful to watch that man play hoops.
Now, here's Brown. His last outing, he had 18 points. The three from MP. Chanchar grabs the miss. Nuggets have gone 2 of 3 here to start off the game. Now about 2 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Well, a careless foul, and he'll go to the line for 3 free throws. Clark, and you've mentioned this. What you like about Jamal Murray more and more is he's always creating for others.
You know, look, sometimes it's a function of who you play with as to how you're perceived. I don't think he's ever been selfish, but he wasn't always surrounded by excellent scorers. So this guy just wants to win, and he'll do whatever it takes to do so.
First free throw is good. And last season saw the retirement of former Nugget great and future Hall of Famer Carmelo Anthony. Clark. He was one for the ages.
And you can't overlook the impact he had, Kevin, and I agree with you. One for the ages. As a rookie, helping them break an 8-year playoff drought, and he never missed the postseason in his 7+ years in Denver.
And the second free throw, good.
On the floor, Murray is electrifying. I mean, he delivers relentless effort, and it keeps his whole squad energized and engaged, making it look effortless. Send this guy to the stripe, he's going to cash in more than not.
Now, here's MP. 8 points his last outing. Brown inside. MP, no good.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be, because he is so strong in the paint.
Back to Jokic. Kicks it out to Gordon. And again, Denver, no good.
Not a shot he should have taken in the face of such tough defense. He needed to get a better look.
White looking around. Holiday against Jokic. Holiday dishes to MP. And a missed layup.
Boy, that's a look. He has to finish it. He knows it. Blown opportunity.
Inside. Here's Jokic. And the rejection by Tatum.
2 minutes remaining in the first.
Trying to get something going. And then Brown with the dunk.
Boy, that is some kind of heads-up basketball from Holiday. He does not sleep on the wide-open man and found him perfect.
Holiday against Murray. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. That one on White. And this may be the most pressure-packed time of the season, Clark. The playoff chase is in full swing.
Especially for teams on the bubble, you're exactly right. I mean, every game feels like a playoff game right now. And you can't afford any slip-ups. Everything is magnified in the run-up to the postseason.
DeAndre Jordan's checked in for Nikola Jokic. Austin also with the sub. Zinkis, he's checked in for Jason Tatum.
Boy, Holiday's a strong guard, does not mind mixing it up at all. He can play physical if he needs to.
Outside Jordan. Back to Jackson. And stolen by White. And here comes White. Leading the fast break. Brown wide open. He fires. Buries the corner 3. Brown's got 7.
And, you know, we've seen Brown accept more responsibility over time on offense, including taking these quick shots.
55 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Chanchar, the pass to Jordan. Outside for Murray. Oh, and he almost had a 4-point play right there. He'll go to the line with a chance for 3.
Cracking down a real chore. Murray very active, constantly on the move.
Both teams deciding to change it up.
3 shots.
For the Nuggets, Reggie Jackson comes in for Jamal Murray. Then for the Celtics, MP's checked in for Horford. And it's Drew Holiday in for Mikhailuk. And we're a little over a minute and a half into the second quarter of action.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
On the court right now for the Celtics. The forwards for him, Tatum and Porzingis. Then it's MP. Then it's Holiday. And it's Pritchard in at the point.
That's the efficiency you want to see from Jackson, using his poise and vision to make a play.
MP inside. Jokic defending. Good defense by Jokic. And it's Watson with the ball for the Nuggets. You know, you really have to respect workhorses like Reggie Jackson, Clark. He is something else.
Yeah, I think he brings everything in his package that you want in a veteran guard. He's reliable on the court. He's a professional off of it. And he elevates your team's basketball IQ, too. He's a smart player.
Now Holiday following the three-point attempt by Aaron Gordon. Pass to MP. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
That's his first personal foul.
Giving his all on that play. MP working hard to win the whistle.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for Boston.
We've got a bunch of this game yet to be played, but they're shooting it well from the three-point line. That's got to be a welcome sight.
But how about their scoring in transition as well? That's been a big factor to this point. Are those high tops or track shoes these guys are wearing? My goodness.
As we've gotten closer to halftime, their style has become more and more physical.
Boy, it certainly appears to be the case. I mean, they've spent a lot of time at the foul line this quarter, and that's the result of attacking the rim and being physical.
Catching up on the changes for Denver. John Charles checked in, and it's Jamal Murray in for Justin Holiday.
You guys, a big part of what makes MP special is his incredible work ethic. This is the guy's just always in hustle mode, every play trying to do more for his team.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Thanks very much. MP in the last game against the Cavaliers came through in the clutch. He ended up with 8 points, and he added 4 rebounds to his stat line. A surprise attack from a guy who's typically viewed as a role player. See if he can continue to play a larger role in tonight's game.
Excellent, David. Yeah, he was very assertive in that last game, making things happen.
Absolutely made his presence felt. And I wouldn't be surprised if he tries to get it going early here tonight.
Yeah, I agree. They really need him. I mean, they need his energy, and they need his talent on the floor.
And he's good on the 3-ball.
And they may be leaning a little too heavily on the three-pointer when there are better looks to be had inside.
Yeah, and it's one thing when your shots are falling from the perimeter, but when you go cold, things aren't going as well, you got to get that thing inside. Mix it up a little bit.
And here's Tatum for 3. Sinks the three-pointer. Tatum's got a couple of three-pointers in the second for the Celtics. Murray scanning the floor. Gordon, the pass to Jokic. Inside is Jokic territory.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash-mouth, physical basketball, guys.
Now a timeout called by Boston. As the teams head into this timeout, a chance for the coaches now to map out some plays for the next few minutes and a chance for the players to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's important if they want to make sure they don't wear down later in the game.
Absolutely. Over the course of a game, you have to stay hydrated.
The Nuggets making a switch here. Jordan's checked in. Porzingis is checked in for the Celtics. Three-pointer. It drops for his 3rd basket. He's missed only 1 shot.
The outside shooting of Porzingis. I mean, his teammates trust his ability to knock those down consistently, and he proved they're trustworthy.
Now here's Jackson. He had 13 points in the win against Phoenix.
And he made a big mark at the free throw line as well. He got himself to the stripe a lot and cashed in when he had his chances.
There's 42 seconds left in the first half. Gordon deciding where to go with it. Just 4 to shoot.
Boy, a quick defender like White who's aggressive and strong, man, that's a nightmare for you if you're on offense.
There's 21 seconds left in the first half of the game. MP kicks to White. Porzingis sets the pick for White. No problems knocking that one down. And now a 9-point Celtic lead
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
And so it's Boston. 8-9 as the quarter comes to a close. Their shooting has been the big key. Their percentage from the field so far has been terrific. Right back after this break.
Thanks for tuning in. Did you miss us? Before we discuss the game at hand, let's first check out the upcoming schedule.
Yeah, they got to like the look of their next few games. Some soft targets in there. That's no reason to take it easy on them. Got to drop that hammer. Boom, boom.
Big fella not cutting them any slack. That's how we do it here at 2K. Moving on. In that first half of basketball, things are looking pretty good for the Boston Celtics.
Well, they did damage from behind their arc in the first half, hitting those three-point bombs. Took some life out of their opponent. We'll see if they can stay hot in the second half. Close this thing out.
The law of averages might suggest otherwise, but we're talking about some great shooters. Thanks for joining us. Now let's toss it to Kevin Harlan for the start of the second half.
We hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. You look at Jokic in this game, he has been everywhere.
The way he was able to finish on the block was incredible there in that first half.
Yeah, you know what? I think he's doing exactly what he has to do. Using his body, shaking off contact, and then finishing at the rim.
Underneath in the post, it's Gordon and Jokic. Jackson is out there with Jamal Murray. And it's Janchar in small forward. That's the group on the floor for Denver. Well, LeBron, Curry, and KD, Kevin Durant, are still great players. We know that, Clark. But as they age, who do you think is now the face of the NBA?
Well, it's hard not to talk about Giannis in that regard. I mean, his overall game is spectacular. His personality is terrific. Jokic is in the category. Well, I would think it would be Giannis. I mean, if you made me pick one guy as the face of the league in totality, performance on the court, MVP level player, personality, disposition, all of the ingredients, I'm going Giannis.
Now Brown following the three-point attempt by Aaron Gordon. Holiday finds MP. And he can't extend the lead to double digits. The Nuggets trail by 9. Jokic passes to Murray. Now, here's Jokic. And Jokic is good on the three.
Impressive seeing Jokic go off like this. I mean, you can tell his teammates are being energized by what he's doing.
Holiday dishes to MP. Brown outside. Holiday against Murray. Holiday, the pass to MP. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's going to be on Jamal Murray.
Clever little move that time by MP to get himself to the line. Really good sense of the moment there in drawing that foul.
This is his second trip to the line in this one.
And, of course, we'd all like to see his percentage at the line improve, but he just does not have the touch right now. He's in the 60s.
Well, it definitely was a disappointing part of his game this year. Not the numbers he was hoping for from the strike.
And he can't get the first one. And he's good on the second. And so it's Murray who brings the ball up with the Nuggets. In the second half, they've only given up one basket coming from the free throw line. On the wing, Gordon. Back to Murray. Clock at 6. Outside Jackson. Shoots over White. And Tatum pulls it down. Tatum's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Passes it to Holiday. Left side, Brown. To the paint. Here's MP. MP strong inside.
The playmaking of Brown continuing. To evolve. Nice dime there.
A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. Murray against Howard. Murray with the bounce pass. Baseline jumper. Count it, and the Celtic lead has been cut back down to 7 after the points coming from Jokic.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher. The coach knows it.
Showing no signs of slowing or cooling down. They're going to ride him as far as he can take him.
With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Now, Jamal Murray had to be patient working his way back to peak form after his ACL injury. Luckily for him, hard work is nothing new. He says, I feel like I got better in the time I was out. I don't overthink when it comes to basketball. If you want to let me shoot, let me shoot. I'm just confident in my game like that. Kevin, back to you.
Yeah, very confident, right, D.A.? Thank you.
And good to see Jackson finish closer in. Not a guard who just chucks up threes. Can find the creases with that handle.
Now a timeout called by Boston. Boston making some changes. Zinkas, he's checked in for MP. Horford comes in for Tatum. And it's Pritchard in for Derek White. Is here for the Celtics. MP's checked in for Zinkas. Tatum comes in for Al Horford. And Derek White subbed in for Pritchard. We're just over a minute and a half now into the fourth. And that's a foul. It's called on Reggie Jackson. That is his first foul of the game.
And still early in the period, and they're only one foul away from being over the limit.
Now here is Holiday. Outside Tatum to take the lead. It's good. The assist that time from Holiday. Holiday's got 3 assists tonight.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
On the floor for Boston. The wing pairing, it's White and Brown. MP out there with Tatum. And it's Holiday in at the point guard.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Yeah, still close, but with their tough play on the boards, we're certainly seeing the effort.
That's his first personal foul. 4th team foul.
Jokic with the steal.
Yeah, first turnover of the game. Overall, though, he's been rock solid.
And it's Jason Tatum with the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
And it's close, but, didn't get on balance quick enough.
Yeah, and as quick as players are at this level, in this day and age, I mean, you've got to be perfect in your anticipation to draw the charge.
Now here's Jackson. Back to Murray. Lets the 3 fly. Another 3 for Denver.
And a nice spark for their offense here in the second half. Now above 50% for the game.
And, guys, that kind of offensive efficiency really keeps a lot of pressure on the opponent, and that's part of why the lead is what it is.
MP, no good. The Nuggets lead by 3. And here is Murray. Pass to Jokic. Shoots over Brown. And too long on the shot. Boston's gone 1 of 2 from 3-point range here in the 4th. White inside. Jackson on him. Holiday with the 3. Hits the 3-point bomb.
I tell you, boy, he comes up big at the right times. I love his demeanor, though. His disposition says all business, and I'm ready for whatever is needed.
Count it. And now it's up to 25 points for Jokic.
Easy to understand why they turn to Jokic in these situations. He has a knack for cashing in on big possessions.
Now, here's MP. Jackson with it. Picked up by Brown. Jackson, that's good. And look at how the hustle game has been going for the Nuggets.
Really a great job in this one, forcing the issue defensively. Great quickness and discipline combined, making ball handlers very uncomfortable.
And I'll tell you, the energy they've shown in the open floor, boy, it has been terrific, doing a phenomenal job converting in those situations.
And that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
And guys, always a tough catch on the lob. Placement and timing have to be close to perfect. And Tatum continues to evolve before our eyes, showing excellent leadership by knocking down these clutch shots.
Now here's Murray. Got it.
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
Well, that was 1-2. He wanted the ball. Nobody else was taking that shot.
And Holiday kicks to MP. 44 seconds left in the 4th quarter. Can't cash in from the high post. So they foul intentionally. First free throw is good, and that puts them up by 5.
Jamal Murray, 2 shots.
So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 6-point ball game.
Sensing an opportunity here to increase the lead and capitalizing on it.
Holiday, the pass to MP. And it's sent back by Jokic.
What I like about Jokic defensively is what I like about him overall. Great instincts.
And that's an intentional foul.
That's his 3rd personal foul.
So the first one drops, and that makes it a 7-point lead.
Jamal Murray, 2 shots.
And so he drops them both. It's an 8-point game. There's 25 seconds left here in the 4th quarter. There's Brown with the 3. Money! Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
It seems like Brown always has something cooking, and he shows up big when they need him most. You have to foul, but I'm sure they would have liked to foul someone different.
They didn't really have another option. I mean, I thought they did a nice job getting it in his hands and making sure he was the guy who'd go to the line.
And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 7-point game. Now a timeout called by Boston. They're down by 7. There's 18 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Guys, what's your take?
Trying to keep hope alive, but I don't see them making a comeback.
You know what? I'm sure crazier things have happened, or maybe not. It's a long shot, though.
There's 18 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Tatum's shot is off. Outside Jackson. So we see Denver get the win here. It was up for grabs right until the final seconds.
Yeah, and for me, Kevin, what stood out is just the overall trust this group has in one another when it matters most. Doing what had to be done and to send these fans home happy.
And that'll do it, folks. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. See you later.
Hey, use it as fuel. Learn from this.
You guys hit a speed bump tonight named Nikola Jokic. How do you regroup and get on track next time out?
We just have to trust in what we do. This organization puts us in a great position to win game after game. It's on all of us to execute. Tonight, against Jokic, I didn't, and we didn't. So I think we just need to trust the team around us and do what we're all asked to do.
Tough outing for all of you. What improvements need to be made before you face a team like this again?
That's a good question, and I really hope we can find the answer. Going up against Jokic, I expect it to be a challenge. There's a reason this guy's in the running for MVP year after year. It's not a surprise that he was able to have the game he did and keep me from having the game I wanted to. But even though I don't know how, I'm confident that next time, I'll be able to turn this around. I mean, it may not feel like it to you all, but to me, this is the next great NBA rivalry. Next time we face off, I'm going to prove it.
Don't take these guys for granted. They can hoop.
Hey, MP, I got some film up. See, that's why it's so important. Pace is the thing. If we play with effort, if we push the pace, we should come out on top.
Light work, Coach Dove.
Just don't let it be a trap game. You know, if you don't play with effort, they will make you pay.
Can't be a trap game if you know record don't matter after the tip. We'll take care of business tonight. I guarantee it.
Bet.
These guys are light work, MP.
Coming right up, the Celtics taking on the Wizards. For Boston, they've lost 5 out of the last 6 games, hoping to get back on track with a victory. Wizards, Celtics, don't leave your seat. We'll be right back.
It's kinda listen to the G-Dub sound. Right here, speakers bumping as I got the sound for
We hope this St. Paddy's Day is bringing everyone out there good luck so far. We're dialing up some NBA action for you here on 2K Sports. I'm Brian Anderson, joined by Hall of Famers Doris Burke and Grant Hill, and the 4th member of our crew, reporter Allie LaForce. And the starting group for the Celtics. White and Brown with the 2 and the 3. Jason Tatum out there with MP, and it's Holiday in at the 1. And for the Wizards, Avdia and Kuzma at the forward slots. Then it's Marvin Bagley, then it's Jordan Poole, and it's Koulibaly in at the 2 spot. These teams both hungry for a win, Graham, searching for some consistency on a night-to-night basis.
And this is what they call a get-right game, potentially. So how do the teams focus? Will the players be in the right frame of mind, trying to capitalize on this unique opportunity? We'll see.
It'll be the Wizards off the tip. Pass to Avdia. Now here's Bagley. Poole outside. Just 5 to shoot. Over Holiday. That one rolls around and rims out. Boston on offense. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing that last matchup with Phoenix.
I really think that L has to fall on their defense, or a lack thereof. Just not enough focus at that end of the floor.
Well, the kind of low-energy effort they played with all night will make a coach absolutely crazy. You can't win if you don't play quality defense.
Brown can't hit. Pass to Poole. Here's Bagley into the lane. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
Nails it from 3.
The rise and fire by Jason Tatum. Ready to catch it and score it immediately.
Holiday against Poole. Inside. Kuzma outside. Poole against Holiday. And there's a pick. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
First personal foul.
This is hard to believe, Graham, but the Wizards haven't been to the conference finals since 1979.
It is hard to believe. I mean, they've had some fantastic players over the years. But let me tell you, these fans in my hometown are hungry for a deep playoff run.
Free throw good. Poole. And both free throws good for Poole.
Well, this guy has multiple ways to get to the free throw line, and boy, has his stroke been on the money.
Boston's gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. MP inside. He's covered by Bagley. Tatum from long range. And it's Coulibaly with a rebound. And Washington with possession. This game coming after a loss versus the Bulls.
It really just wasn't a fun game for them. Their offense looked stagnant, and they couldn't get anything going.
I thought they were outworked and outplayed in just about every phase of the game. Maybe that's one of those situations where you say, hey, let's move on. Well, he's such a good athlete for a center. It's how he's able to succeed despite being one of the smallest 5s in the NBA.
Outside White. Pass to MP. And it's off the back of the rim. No good.
And that closeout certainly made a difference.
Well, no question. He altered that shot, and most of the time, that's just as good as blocking it.
Now here's Kuzma. He had an 18-point outing in their last game against Chicago. And the three-pointer goes.
Well, Kyle Kuzma starts making three-point shots, turn the lights out. This guy is so smooth.
Well, the unique pregame fashion sense of Kyle Kuzma always seems to be generating buzz for us.
I like it, B.A. He is very tapped into the fashion world. He certainly has shown off some intriguing, shall we say, looks on his way into the building. But I am all about it.
Oh, the big finish by Bagley.
The big guy attacking the rim. The throwdowns are loud and emphatic.
First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. Holiday passes to MP. Outside Holiday. Still need this. Shot clock at 6. Here's MP. And a good offensive board, and he gets the bucket.
They say anything can happen any night in the league, but MP's team is very confident they'll win this one.
Well, you've got a top 5 team against a bottom 5 team, so MP has to feel pretty good about getting the W. Now here's Poole. Avdia from outside, and again, Washington with a triple.
I just love the ball movement.
And Boston calls time here.
Timeout on the floor. Boston timeout.
Boston going with almost an entire new group here. Cornette's checked in for MP. Kristaps Porzingis comes in for Tatum. Hauser, he's checked in for White. And Pritchard is subbed in for Drew Holiday. MP's checked in for Cornette. Jason Tatum comes in for Hauser. And Holiday subbed in for Brown. Well, a chance to check out some stats for Drew Holiday.
He's having problems with his shot these days, and the analytics show that with his true shooting percentage headed down in the last 10 games. I wouldn't be surprised if he turned it around quickly, though.
Here's Jones. Sinks another one. He's on a roll, starting 4 for 4.
Well, you like that he shakes off that rocky first period and knocks down a shot. Nice.
Jones and Poole teaming up in the backcourt. Rashawn Holmes is out there with Abdia, and it's Coulibaly in at the 3. That's the group for Washington right now.
You have to credit their effort. I mean, they've done an amazing job on the glass.
So much of modern offenses include hunting for mismatches. Doris, if you aren't a great defender, you're targeted.
And the word you used is appropriate. Great defender. Because teams know how to find the weakest link and attack that. They isolate that poor defender by using pick-and-roll action. And here's the key, PA. You can be a really solid defender, but if you are the worst of the 5 on the defensive team, teams are going to seek you out.
Bagley's checked in for Washington. Brown, he's checked in for Boston. White comes in for Pritchard. Checked in for Porzingis. Now a timeout called by Washington. Now that we're late into the season, here's how the East stacks up. Taking a look at the Celtics, and after a subpar season, there have been some questions about the direction of this franchise. And checking out Washington, and they're right behind them, trying to overtake them if they can.
Well, right now for Boston, they've really been floundering so far. I mean, I think everyone is really surprised at what a struggle it's been.
You hit it on the head. And they have a bunch of individual pieces that simply don't fit together. And it's led to a hugely disappointing season.
And it's Holiday with the ball for the Boston Celtics. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Well, the Wizards not making the playoffs the last couple of seasons motivated them to bring in some youth in Jordan Poole, and the players say that they've seen dramatic improvements from player facilities, energy, and player development. They said they're transitioning, they're going in the right direction, but they still have a lot of improvements to make.
Good point, Allie. Thank you.
PA, when he gets the rim in his sights, it's tough to stop.
So aggressive and a determined finisher. Nice. Holiday finds Brown. Pass to White. And here's Holiday. He's coming off a 13-point game against Phoenix.
And he also contributed a couple blocks, too. Just a glimpse at the impact he had on defense. It was a rough start for them scoring the ball, but they look like now they're really finding their rhythm and flow.
Jones against Holiday. Bagley for 3. Ooh, he's locked in. Drains his 5th shot in as many attempts.